What's up, guys? We're coming to you with a post commentary again this week for the final match of the RGBL. I just played this match, and honestly, it is only post com. I had a live recording going, and I honestly just completely forgot that I was recording. So I was like, rather than upload a video for you guys where I'm silent 80% of the video, I am going to do a post-com analysis of this match that just happened. Um, so let's get into it. All right, so I am looking at the team. I was excited not to see like the Jolteon, things like that. But he pretty much brought what I was expecting. The Sableye I was not excited to see. But let's go ahead. I led my Vikavolt, but he leads Cinderace, which I probably should have led Duraladon because of this exact thing. Banded Cinderace, just I didn't have a switch in for it. And I was forced to terrestrialize my Duraladon. Then I missed the Draco, so that was huge. If I hit that Draco, I probably just killed this thing. And as you're gonna see, it ends up being a massive, massive problem. Um, so because I missed there, he's able to start subbing. Then I'm lowering my special attack each time. I decided to just go ahead and get up rocks. Um, but and then I just go into Vikavolt. Now he Toxics. So here's where I just really start misplaying a lot. Like after Toxic and Sub, I should have known that Protect was coming. I should have just clicked Webs there. Instead, I go for Terra Blast. That forces me to just take more Toxic damage. Now I got a Terra Blast again to break the Sub. Now I have an extra turn that I just basically wasted where I could have already had Webs up, but now I gotta go for Webs here. I don't really know why, like, why do I go for Webs there? I guess because I just really wanted Webs up. But again, like, Protect is coming there. I could have known that. I could have got my light screen up right there. So I was really just wasting turns. And here is, like, because of the headache of this, and because of, like, how much this thing was forcing me to think, I was just, like, totally not commentating at all during live comm. So this goes well, this exchange at least. I bring in the Hydreigon to taunt. That means he can't get up Webs, which is good. I could bring in Duraladon, and I can... I decided to go for Dragon Tail because I knew that a Draco Meteor would not kill Raquanid because it is very bulky on the specially defensive side. So then I go for another Draco. The Raquanid actually does live, so you can see that it would have took me out with that Mirror Coat. Then I go for another Dragon Tail. Just getting some chip on some things. Here I think I decided to go for Body Press against the Scizor. He goes for a knockoff, which makes sense to get rid of my Violite. But I'm just kind of like, I was just kind of tilted, I guess. Now here, Hydreigon does look really good now that Araquanid was very low. I was able to just take this thing out. Now, the thing is, as bad as that start was, I'm looking pretty good here. Like, he has to bring Darkrai in. And I'm like, this is actually my Darkrai check, so I just go for a Dragon Pulse, and he hits a Hypnosis. So I miss a Draco Meteor, he hits his Hypnosis. Both of those things mattered massively. Like, if he doesn't hit that Hypnosis, I probably just win. I thought about this next turn for a long time. I ended up going into Iron Boulder because I was thinking, no way he's going to click Dark Pulse against my Hydreigon. He's probably either clicking like Sludge Bomb, thinking I would switch into Rillaboom maybe, or he clicks Focus Blast, or I was honestly thinking he might just switch into Cinderace, because Cinderace is banded and he gets another like free hit off. But I'm like, no way he goes for Dark Pulse, so I go into Iron Boulder, and I actually thought I would live a Dark Pulse too, but he's black glasses, so I did not live the Dark Pulse. And this game is just not going well, man. Here I make another bad play where I bulk up. Probably should have just attacked. But I bulked up because I'm thinking if he goes into Gliscor or Scizor, like I'm gonna need to break through. But so I bulk up, and then I don't know why I Grassy Glide here. Like I could have, if I had clicked Acrobatics, I would have taken out that Scizor. And it actually still wasn't over at this point. Like I go for Supercell Slam there, thinking that would take out Scizor. It didn't. And I go for Ice Spinner, kind of revealing that I have that, which is probably a misplay again. So he brings in Sableye. He probably thinks that I'm going to go into Hydreigon here, so he actually doubles. I did not go into Hydreigon. I just get the Terrain up. I was thinking that Terrain would wake up my Hydreigon, but it didn't. Spoilers. And I had to set it twice because I made that dumb play of going for Ice Spinner there. I just made a lot of bad plays here. And, you know, I came in saying that I didn't really care if I won or lost. And ultimately, it doesn't matter too much. But, like, my competitiveness, I'm, like, looking at this and I just... it just bothers me how it went. I do like to win. I don't like losing. I don't like going into the playoffs on a loss. And especially because he won, like, he actually might sneak his way into the playoffs. And I might have to face him again. And, like, after how that game went, like, I just don't really want to face them again. It just didn't go well at all. So, yeah, just not happy with how that went. The Draco Meteor miss was huge. The Hypnosis landing on my Hydreigon was huge. I think if either one of those things didn't happen, I'm pretty sure I would have won. But that's how the game goes, man. Anyway, that is the last week of our regular season. We're still going into playoffs either at... We could still end up in the number 1 seed. We might end up in the number 2 seed now if the Cherums are able to win by a good margin. But yeah, that was the last game of the season, guys. We actually took a L there. It's, you know, again, it was crappy luck. I think if we landed that Draco early on with Boptimus, we would have taken out that Gliscor, and I think that was a very different game after that, at that point. But, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Because, yeah, I mean, what does he even do to my Duraladon at that point? Like, I guess he either brings in Sableye or Scizor. But, like, Scizor I don't really care about with the Duraladon, and then Hydreigon can just come in easily on Sableye. Yeah, it just sucked. It was crappy luck. But anyways, that was the match. We will see you guys coming up soon for playoffs next week. It's where it gets serious. All right. Well, hopefully our playoff matches will go better than this one. And honestly, we didn't prep too hard, so I can't be too mad.